Hello there, welcome back. Last time we died as King Harald, but we got the things that we wanted done. We have reformed our fate, we formed the North Sea Empire. We also got, of course, Fast and Foxstone while we were still tribal, which is very good. Conquered Sardinia, and now I'm going to start basically conquering kingdoms for my family to get the renown gain up so that we can unlock more of the dynasty legacies to make our life, well, a lot easier. Now, with that said, when I died, I also lost basically all my demnes except for London, which, let's just be perfectly honest here, that's kind of troublesome. Like, real troublesome. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get these counties back, and straight up revoking them seems to be a bad idea. Other disgruntled vassals. So what I'm probably gonna have to do here is actually, fabricate claims on, the lands that we need. And as you can see, we also need to assign our, new chancellors, new stewards, everything's like that, a new marshal. And, well, a lot of people are not going to be very happy with me, as you can see. We're +1, -30. So, all in all, we might run into some problems here, especially during the early days, because although I got the achievement done, I haven't actually solidified my empire one bit. So, we could still very quickly here lose what we have just gained. I will not, say that we won't, but we will continue here with what we have been basically doing. And I could marry my cousin here, who's a genius, which wouldn't actually be the, worst thing I could do here. But let's just have a look and see if there's any like good combinations where I can get more than one, high tide rate at once. But I would assume that marrying that genius is my best option, even though it is my niece. It would definitely look that way, honestly. So, since we're both, young, she has decent stats all across the board. I'm gonna do this. Chance of children is medium, but again, that's fine. And I can marry more than one wife. I can have 4 of them. So, again, I should just get people with decent traits, get them into the family. And I believe I can have up to 4 spouses, secondary spouses. So I'm gonna allow these 2 marriages to go through first, and then see what we want to do. In terms of getting elector for the next, it doesn't matter much. I'm gonna hand it over to my brother, player vassal, because I have a hope here that I won't die before, time is there, if you will. I'm concerned. I don't know what we want to do. I'm basically not going to be leading troops into battle myself. I'm too poor for that in terms of stats. So honestly, I'm just going to go learning here, and the reason for that is really, really simple. By going learning, I can get development growth bonuses. I can also get more health bonuses, things that help my, cultural fascination, increase development in counties. Basically, I will build up my demnares quite handily during this character's reign. So we're going to go with this one. And powerful vassals expect council positions. We don't care about that. We don't care about the wars we can declare. The titles, County of Hampshire. Again, not something we worry too much about. I can go to an alliance, don't care. And honestly, as I said, right now, my priority is going to be to get claims on the land. Let's see, do I have claims to something here? I do have a claim to Hampshire, so if I were to... He's not my direct vassal, so I can't actually, demand that. But we'll fabricate some claims here, and hopefully we can, get my lands back. Fabricate claim in County of Essex. Monthly progress will be 3. It'll take 6 years, and it'll take some time, which is painful. But my court chaplain here is really bad, so it'll take 6 years with this man. If we get our 41 learning boy, let's see how long this will take. 2 years. So basically in 10 years I'll have a decent Demnes again. Well, 8 years if you want to consider it that way. I'm losing piety because I have too few spouses. I'm gaining a decent amount of prestige because we're house head, dynasty head. We're holding counties, kingdoms, empires, and basically everything's good. We still have very low, income because we only have one domain right now. So growing my domain, conquering the rest of what I want to make my empire, Sweden, Iceland, the Isles, Alba, Ireland, will be on the menu. And if we see something fracture here, well, there is a lot of fracturing going on here in Italy right now, so we might actually end up, going to Italy instead. But, it would be just how things are. So, King Björn of Denmark is currently in charge of Salerno. You're an interesting one, I guess. But yeah, my kingdom titles got lost. This one here in Denmark. Where is the kingdom title on Norway went, I wonder? Or do I still have that one? I still hold the kingdom title of Norway and England. That's interesting. Especially considering that I lost my lands here. I guess what I needed is actually the Duchy of Essex and have that as my primary duchy. That's probably the mistake I made. But with that said, we're going to continue here now. We could Holy War, as you can see. It costs a lot more piety though. Could do claims. Again, not really beneficial. I probably should have gone Marshal first just to get that less cost for, declarations of war. But also with that, we're going to go straight for Ireland because there's still a lot of counts there, so we can use that to increase our prestige. I believe we need better prestige here. What do I need to do this? I need to get more devotion, so honestly, this should be good because again, it's just killing people, honestly. Imprisoning and killing, getting piety, and it'll fuel my, piety cost for battle. So we could also just go this for prestige. That's a huge amount of prestige though, so yeah, we're gonna use the Holy War Casus Belli as much as we can. So I don't have a lot of piety right now, so we're gonna declare war on this guy. Insular ruler may join the war, but I don't see that as a threat. Honestly, we should be fine. Now, where are my rally points? I have one over here. That's fine. I don't need this one. I'd like to remove that. This one is nice to have. Going to move it to the coast there since we're going to invade Ireland. This one, okay. This one is the capital, I believe. This one is the Italian one. That should be good. So we will raise all our troops over here. And we will use these guys to invade, as you might imagine, Ireland. With the passing of my grandfather, High King Harold, the responsibility to lead the vast High Kingdom now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and put a hand to my heart. Oh, the things I will accomplish. Long live the High King. So yeah, it's an inheritance event. As we go, we got ourselves one wife, at least. Let's see, the main wife here. She became the main wife, okay. Did I not get the genius? Would seem I did not get married to the genius because she probably does not accept being a secondary wife. So we'll do this again, related. The Duchess of Apulia has children, so shouldn't be a problem. And again, we'll do another cousin. Basically, it would look like no one wants to be secondary wife, but it's at least easier to look than rather than looking for concubines. And we'll take this one as well. There we are. That should solve our piety issues from, lacking piety, as one might expect. And we'll sail straight over to Ulster, or walk in this case. My counselor has died of natural causes. A new spy master is necessary. And we get one who actually do have pretty good opinion of us to begin with. We're starting to get cadet branches. Notable guest. Poet, I guess. She has a claim to County of Bayou. Not that important to us, honestly. You are my cousin and player heir. Why are you my player heir? Are people voting for you? Fellow servant of the Old Father. So faithful to grow. I believe this is the holy order I created. So they want city of Ugwellness. Where's that? I guess that's fine. We'll lease out this city because you know they don't like me anyways, so I don't care too much. They also took well with shock to learn that my cousin Queen Vigdis regularly fails to properly punish those who do not fulfill their responsibilities, preferring instead to give them a second or even third chance before punishing them. Is this not my... yeah, that's my old wife. No, that's not it. While scandals among the elders are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to so close to home. I can condemn her for piety. Apparently we've lost 10 further. That's not good. I could spend piety, or I could just, you know, get stressed. So I'm gonna just condemn her for aggression because piety is nice. I like it. Other than that, we're gonna, as I said, continue on our road into Switzerland. Switzerland Island, Jesus. And well, we're gonna have to also convert our lands. So I should probably actually do that before. Okay, so I actually lose stress by executing people of the fates or sacrificing them. That's an interesting one. But yeah, I should probably, you know, get my lands and then, you know, continue with the converting. My man here is progressing with his goal of promoting culture. I took my foe captive. He has a pretty decent fortress here, so I'd probably lose more money by sieging this down than I would do by just, you know, enforcing demands and getting that 50 as a ransom. So we'll just not do that, and I'll hand this over because I'm not planning to hold it, and that's fine. Could hand it over to my cousin, who does not have any, you know, he's not an heir to anything, so that's fine. Genius, pure-blooded. So we'll make him probably King of Ireland, if you will. And we will now just continue. Are you actually... why do I not have a Holy War Casus Belli on you? That's a bit concerning. My wife is burying my child. I can't wait to hold the baby in my arms. But I can Holy War you, can I not? Yeah, I can. Catholic rulers may join the war. I'm gonna Holy War for the county you hold in Ireland, this one. Or do I just want to wait and then do the Holy War for the dukedom? There we are. We just need to wait for a little bit. I guess I need a border with them, if you will. So let's do that. Do I want to Holy War for anything you hold? Probably not. I want to do county again. No good Jarl claims. I had something I could do there, but it would look like I, you know, stopped myself by going to war. So I would assume it's this, but I can't do that while at war. Yeah, I'm at war, so I can't raise a runestone. That's also one of the few achievements that we're still missing. What I will do, however, is call a hunt. It's quite expensive though. But we'll do it because I'm hoping to get the hunter trait. And with that in mind, Theodoros of Calabria is holding land that will pass outside of my... yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that somehow. Can I just not revoke his title because he's a, you know, heathen? Yeah, I consider him to be evil, so the Orthodox vassals will not like this. But the rest will be happy, so let's just do the war against Aelec quickly. And I'm gonna move this to Ireland and we're gonna just raise a local army and see just how many men we get raised here, because it should be my retinue as well. At least I hope so. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's my retinue as well. That should be more than enough to deal with this and make so we do not lose a million, gold. My vassal, Jarl Kolbjorn, is the first to see it. The powerful bear is hard to distinguish from its surroundings, but it is observing us through the undergrowth. I lock eyes with the animal, and almost as if it can sense my intention, for it suddenly takes off. We could ride and gain some prestige. I guess we'll do that. I don't know if the animal can, like, ambush you while you do this. My world narrows to the nature surrounding us as we follow the bear on its escape through the ravine. Riding side by side with Jarl Kolbjorn, I can hear the thunder of hooves, dogs barking, men shouting. Excitement flows through me as we slowly gain on our quarry. We press on. Gain some more prestige. Can marry off my half-sister and friend. My cousin and vassals. Let's just do this, since there's no trades present. And there we go. I know that it is a killing shot before the arrow even finds its target. As the bear stumbles and falls, we drown out its wails with shouts of victory. Okay, so we did well. We've also gained a level of devotion. We're now faithful. Second level of devotion, which means we should be able to use the Holy War Castle of Belli for Duke titles, which would be, nice. And we're gonna sacrifice these 2 men. Then we're gonna keep on sieging. The hunt is drawing to an end, and we gain some prestige, which is good. We have another battle here. They actually ended up attacking us. We captured a couple of people. And once again, it doesn't look to be anyone, important, so you'll be sacrificed for the greater good of me, not anyone else. But I'll have to see what I want to do here in terms of West Francia, Aquitaine, Burgundy, that sort of thing. But we'll probably start fighting for Italy and Spain pretty soon. You might be a high king, but you're also a solitary churl. The unprovoked anger expressed by my aunt Inga comes as a complete surprise. She's been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this, that even she struggles, is calming. So basically my aunt had a, stress break and lashed out at us for it. Which is, interesting. Are they sending more men to be captured? To my liege, it's time for you to recognize the ancient and inalienable rights of your vassal. Accept the command of the Liberty faction, or face us swords on the battlefield. Who's in the Liberty faction, if I might ask? Liberty faction, military power, 184% of mine, and it has 9 members: the Jarl of Jämtland, the Jarl of Mercia, and some counts. So honestly, I will not be threatened. These guys will become basically traders by doing this. So even if I get a white piece, I should be good. I at least believe. You usually get, some problems with Liberty factions and things like that once you end up in a bad position. And they had way more land than I thought. So basically Mercia here was the biggest problem with us. I'm going to just raise all of them over here so we have like the straight to defenders. And the goal here will be to just hunt down their armies, if you will. And hopefully I can finish the sieging of the Irish Count before we start any, big battles over here. And as you can see here, we will not stand for your vile oppression of good Cumbrian Catholics any longer. Our time is now at hand. With St. George guiding us, we'll rise up and free ourselves from your heathen rule. So, Norse Catholic populists start a war, or I can hand them, you see, a lot of land. So, freedom, you wanted it. You shall have it to death. And they will actually fight some of my, other rebels. So, it's a good day when your rebels are fighting, your other rebels, if you will. We might also need to hire... I'm losing a bunch of sieges. I lost them really... Okay, I'm not... it's my mistake. I haven't lost the areas that they're saying. Basically, these are the areas that rose up in revolt. That's more like it. So it's not completely wrong, but it's not, you know, correct either. So again, I'm gonna wait for this one to finish. I believe they're sieging my capital. I might have to just sail down there ASAP to, you know, not get captured and lose the war. And we're gonna put King Bjorn of Denmark in charge. I didn't actually realize that this army did not have a leader. So let's have you guys go and walk over there and join in. And then I'll have you sail down to the area. You're not worth enough money. You are worth a little bit of money. And there we are. Have you guys join all together. And then we're going to sail down here. We probably won't be able to make it to actually, you know, stop the siege. But that's just how things are. Not everything can go as we wish, sadly. So I can only hope that I don't get caught. But if I lose this war, if I surrender, autonomous vassals, they get a weak hook favor on me. That could be troublesome. Prestige is also rather painful. But if I were to say increase my crown authority, is currently limited. I do not have, as you can see, the correct research, if you will, or innovation, so can't do that. But we'll have to see how we do this, because we will not get here in time. I do not believe that. And they had all their men now show up down here, which is even worse. And they'll probably capture me. Yep, I have been captured and imprisoned. So they'll get weak hooks on me, which will basically throw my realm into some pretty, you know, strong disarray here. That's my bad. I could attempt to escape from prison. It depends on my prowess and my traits. I guess we will try to escape, hopefully. I have become wounded, though. It's become clear to me that I must take my fate in my own hands. This was clear not every part of the walls are equally well guarded. After a nasty fall from a wall outcrop, I do wish it was, however. It took an hour before someone found me and helped me to my chambers, where a healer was called. So I failed and got injured in my, you know, escape attempt. And they'll probably, as you might expect here, enforce demands on me pretty soon. There we are. I'm free once more, but as you can see here, I owe them all favors. This is not good. My mechanic joined factions for 5 years. It's a bit painful. That's unlucky. But at least now I can go and deal with other problems here. Rebels, and they are quite a lot of them. So all these weak favor hooks are gonna probably turn into me needing to not have the best people in the best positions, if you will. Which will actually be a big problem. So I need to focus on getting my Demnes up. I might have gone feudal a bit too soon here. Let's be honest, that might actually become a problem. And more rebels here are actually sailing in, as you can see. So we'll start chopping them down one at a time. We gain a bit of fame and devotion from this. But just the amount of stacks here is going to be a major pain to deal with. But at least most of them are coming to, you know, my home, if you will. And I have no idea why the Earldom of Wiss is currently, you know, at war with me. It doesn't make any sense. So as you can see, this guy used his hook on me to add low Levi contribution to his feudal levies obligation of his contract. So Count Harald has become my steward. Let me guess, he is like 3 stewardship. Okay, he's not the worst, but you know, he's not great. And we'll continue just converting for now. We'll have our claim on Essex in a little bit. And again, I'm just gonna have to hunt down these armies one at a time, and we'll deal with them slowly but surely. Apparently they caught basically everyone in my court too, which is ridiculous if you ask me. but this is a bit pain. There's a problem. Okay, she has positive, you know. I want your land too. That's gonna be a problem. So I can pay 40 gold to get an unpressed claim on Essex. We'll see it done. We'll also fabricate claims on this one, this one, a few others. And my vassals are currently helping me deal with my rebels, which is good. Sanctified War Declaration. As you can see, vassal can declare war. That's actually not a bad one. I'm fine with that one. 4 of the people already, you know, claimed their favors, or cashed in, if you will. Now, are there any rebels down here still, or did they all sail? Look like they all sailed up to me, so I just need to get rid of the last few rebel armies here, and that should be good. But it's still, you know, a pain. And it's not a pain that I, you know, enjoy. So, we are definitely gonna try and get our hands on the... We took him prisoner, and that ended that war. Good. We can now disband the army. We can raise a runestone for prestige and, you know, everything. I believe Middlesex did lose some control here when it got sieged, as you can see. So we need to get that up pretty quickly, because, again, it's going to be a pain if we don't. Can we not... I don't have enough money to upgrade, that's why it doesn't tell me. And I'd like to revoke title, but I do not have limited crown authority or better. So I need to improve this, but I'm missing prestige. So yeah, it's not a good time for me right now. I have a duke in my prison though, which is money, and this guy is a sacrifice. To split into Rostock, that's an interesting, you know, decision. Low county control, Rem will lose. Yeah, I need Duke Theodoros of Calabria. I can marry off my sister. You already have a wife, don't you? Yep, you do. Let's do this, I guess. See if we can get that more Amazonians. And I don't know what else we want to do here. We're feeling fine, but we're drunken and wounded, so it's a bit of a rock between a rock and hard place right now, because this will slow me down quite a bit. The fact that I lost all my Demnares will also slow me down a bit. I might have miscalculated quite a bit here by moving my capital too soon. I should have secured the area before moving my capital. I'm pretty sure that would have ensured that I didn't lose, you know, everything I had. My unrest men at arms should not cost that much. It's probably because they are, you know, recovering. At least I would assume so. So, like, one more tick, and we shouldn't lose 3 gold yeah, we're back at earning 5. So we're still gonna convert and, you know, culture convert this area. Otherwise, we're gonna still have to deal with the rebels. And the reason why we are dealing with the rebels is because I changed the fundamentalists to make it go quicker, in the hopes that my vassals would, you know, help me convert. So my son is imprisoned, apparently. As you can see here, basically they captured my entire court, which is just insane to me, honestly, that they were able to capture this many people from one siege. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend money right now. I don't believe my... Yeah, one of my wives have been, you know, captured, and as you can see here, it's just super expensive to get them released. Who's actually holding them, you know, captive? I guess once I get my, you know, my position up to be a little bit better, they'll probably decide to stop that, but hopefully they'll just get freed on their own. But it's again, it's a bit of a awkward situation we have in now. I should just abandon the siege in Ireland and go on down south. I've learned my lesson for next time. I say, but I probably haven't. And I think we'll just continue this next time because we don't really have much of another, like a different choice. I'm gonna get another claim on Hertfordshire here, and I'm just curious. Do you still Catholic? And I would like to revoke your titles, but again, they messed with my plans. So we're gonna have to wait until we get the required prestige here to increase the crown authority again. And once we do, we can start worrying from there. For now, however, I could host a feast to just get the prestige needed, or you know, we could just fight wars. And honestly, fighting wars right now does sound like the better choice. I should have access to the Ducal Holy War right now, and I do. These guys have 20,000 troops. West Francia, you have 14,000 troops yourself? I'm confused. But yeah, we'll look into it next time. Thanks for watching, and I do hope that you've enjoyed this.